They say with age comes wisdom. Today's guests will be impacting us with wisdom they've gained over the years. I am Tomike Adeoye at Dunisi Room, and this is Real Talk. The 20s are filled with many firsts. I had so many firsts in my 20s. Why are you laughing? You'll be the first to share with us some of the firsts that you had in your 20s. I'm listening.
I think I had my first cigarette in my 20s.
Your first?
Cigarette.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. What else? What happened? Second?
Oh, so many.
The second first.
I don't know how to answer this question now. Alcohol.
In your 20s?
In your 20s.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
19, 18?
It's still the 20s.
Okay. The third first.
So many firsts.
God.
Why do I feel like there's something you are just, it's coming to your mind, but you are skipping it and just dodging it?
I didn't have my first kiss in my 20s. It was earlier. It was earlier, a little earlier.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Is there any other thing before we
No,
go?
no, nothing for now.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I think there's one more. Your facial expression is killing. Okay, nothing more for now. Sound Sultan.
Yes, dear.
Yes, boss.
My first single, I was in my 20s when I dropped my first single.
Oh,
Yeah.
remarkable.
Even my first album.
In your 20s
Yes.
as well.
And my first performance. I'm keeping it.
But that's the same. They're all in the same career-wise.
Okay.
Yeah. So we want other aspects of your life.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
My first kiss was in my 20s.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't that promiscuous in my early days. But yeah. Then what else? Okay, yeah. First.
When did you drive? What was the first time?
Oh
you
yeah,
drove
it was
in
my
your
20s. Yeah.
17,
It was my
18.
younger brother that taught me driving.
Your younger brother. How old was he if you were in your 20s?
He was a teenager.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think this should be easy for me. The Bobby Taylor Company at the time was founded in my 20s.
Wow.
Okay.
My son was born in my 20s.
Wow.
My first marriage was in my 20s.
Great.
Easy. Done.
So,
Next
So
question.
every other thing that you wish to know is under the marriage and giving birth.
no, but you didn't even mention marriage or anything in your 20s.
No, she said that. I'm answering
but-
for her.
No, she has answered that question, and she answered really
I'm just
well.
saying, like,
Girl power.
something must have happened before she gave birth.
No, but she got married in her 20s, and that settles the question. But I didn't even hear anything relationship-wise from
I
you.
know.
You okay?
First kiss,
He's trying to
First
get out
kiss is just
information.
first kiss, but it's all good. Moving on.
And I became a man.
Adulting, growing up, we all want to be old, be mature, have responsibilities. But when those responsibilities come, reality hits different.
Yeah.
At what point the reality hit and setting that you're an adult, you gotta pay the bills, you gotta hustle, you gotta work hard. Was it in your 20s as well?
Yeah, for me, it was in my 20s.
Wow.
I think I matured a little too early. I was a church boy, so I was very responsible.
Instead, you said was.
I am a church boy.
Okay.
Started being a kid.
But so I just got very responsible early.
Same story, kind of about, my brother, Baba D, had started before me. And all he always said was, just follow me. Anywhere, just follow my lead, kind of thing. So that following his lead gave me that, that jump. And at the same time, I was learning the ropes through him. I was going to everywhere he went. So I learned early. So by the time I was 19, 20, I was already going to some events, we were going to shows. So by the time I was 23, I'd already released my own song, was touring the nation.
Well done.
But people didn't know I started early, so they always call me vampire, old.
Awesome. Bukky.
When I started adulting,
Yes.
15.
Wow.
Yes. My mother put me on a plane and sent me to the University of Massachusetts, Amherst, by myself. So I've been on my own since I was 15.
Wow.
And at some point when I was in school, I'm like, Bukky, maybe you can get a job and so your mom doesn't have to pay your dorm fees. So I started working. So I was working in between classes in the library.
Wow.
And I was working hotel front desk at night.
Wow.
Waitressing over the weekends, which is why I'm very good with the restaurant and bar scene. And then I called her one day, I got an apartment. I think I was 16 when I got my apartment.
Wow.
So I've been by myself since I was 15. I started adulting then.
Great.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be later than the guys because I feel like for guys, there's so much pressure to be a man, and for women,
she was away from home. So
Yeah.
When you're away from home,
you have to.
You have no choice, you know.
You have to man up.
Yankee, there's no mommy, daddy calling nobody.
imagine.
Everybody's hustling. So
On turning 30, what were your hopes and expectations? I'm looking at 30 at the junction now, and I'm setting goals for myself that by 30, you should have kids already. By 30, you should have companies set up already. It's very easy to say, but I know in reality it's a different thing entirely, which is why I'm asking you.
Turning 30 was I don't know. It just crept up on me, and I was like, yo, I'm 30, and most of the things that I wanted to do, I hadn't done. By the time I was 30, I was working in corporate, and all my friends thought I was crazy because everybody knew me as an actor from secondary school to university. But then I was doing this white-collar job, and it wasn't really paying my bills because it tried, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted. So I just woke up one day and I was 30, and I wasn't even anywhere close to what I wanted to do. You know, so I just tried to pick up the pieces. I still lingered a bit in the corporate world because I didn't have any fallback plan. I didn't know what else to do because being the first son of my mom who is separated, I had to bring some money home. So I didn't know what else to do. So I just continued living my life until I decided, you know what, it's time I become an actor.
hit the screens.
Yeah. So.
There you go.
Great.
My own, I was like the transition was a gradual process.
Kai, we're old. Jesus.
No, you're not old. You're just above 30.
Don't worry about me. She's my mate. So
Okay.
I've already helped you. If they check my Wikipedia now, I don't know if you're quoting him.
Kai.
So, me at 30, I'd already, I was like a household name, like, oh, they know me, everywhere I go to, that kind of thing. And it was more like my mates were getting married and I was MC for everybody. Like, I was getting tired. Like, what is going on? Before you know, they don't go, Sultan, I was now doing so many MC jobs on my guy's wedding. I was now thinking and talking to myself, in private, like, oh, what's happening?
Like this.
This is a sign that you need to, So it wasn't pressure, but it was more like, okay, I think I should start, because I was getting, in fact, it got to my nerves at some point that, don't call me, call somebody else now. And they ridicule me, I'll come there and I don't say, I never married. MC.
For 30, I had no plan for 30. I don't think there was anything I wanted to do at 30. I think it was just another age for me.
Oh, wow.
Because I had done everything too early. And I always tell parents, you have a child, he or she's smart, and you think that sending them to uni and all of that stuff at that age is a good idea, but it's actually horrible. Because you force them to grow up too fast. And by growing up too fast, they make a lot of mistakes. So I always tell people that, it's good to have goals, but don't rush. Honestly, do not rush. Half of the things that okay, fine. I started my company at 25. But at 25, I didn't know that I needed a lawyer. I didn't know that I needed HR. So I made mistakes for 5 years before I now started getting structure into my business. But I bet you that if I had started a little bit later and had way more experience, then maybe those mistakes wouldn't have happened. So I always tell people to be very careful not to try to rush their kids and for people not to even try to rush themselves. Life is a journey. Whatever's going to happen to you at 30, trust me, there is no way you're going to plan for it. You can't prepare yourself for that.
I have a list of things, of life-changing things I hear happens once you enter 30s. So you're going to be either concurring or not.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
The first one, so are you more conscious of keeping fit now that you're in your 30s and above?
For me, it's more important now. for me because I feel like I'm getting older. So the older I get, I should try to make my body stay fit. You know, I play basketball too. I watched him play basketball. And he was a big inspiration at the time.
Aww.
Well, yeah. So I play basketball. I try.
I don't belong to us.
But I think it's important now at our age to exercise a little more.
Okay, we that we're in our 20s will take note of that. We'll work on it.
We will.
Who is we?
I was born on APM.
I'm done with you.
I'm done. Moving on to the next one. Time starts to count. You have less time for non-value adding activity. In your 20s, you are not really checking the time to go anywhere or to see if they are wasting your time here and you need to move. But I feel like in your 30s, it's like there's
especially
no time.
when you start having kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for me, like, you can't call me if there's no money involved. I don't play that. I don't have time for it.
Sister, COVID day.
No, I'm serious. What are you doing? You know, because you know we're huge here for meetings. Everybody likes meetings for rubbish. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You cannot. In fact, I charge now.
You see, my
To go in a
my
meeting.
clock at home. I think I should. I always.
I have a consultation fee. You're not going to waste my time. I don't have it. I got school
My
fees.
clock at home. I'll put naira behind the time.
It's true.
Was it like this in your 20s?
No. I don't think so.
Was it like this in your 20s?
Oh, no, because it was fun. Because, oh my God, they're calling me in this office. Oh my God, let's go and see what's going to happen here. And everything, we're going to laugh and gist.
Yeah.
For nothing.
it's not
No.
it.
And
School
sometimes
fees.
it's all your gathering, experience. While you're before your 30s or before the responsibilities come calling.
Yeah.
Like you're just there for the fun of it. Like, oh, you called me it's your first time of many things. So it's always like
Everybody trying to blow. Everybody trying to blow.
But now it's been there, done that.
Yes.
Would you agree with the Yoruba adage that says 10 friends cannot play together for 10 years? Have you had to unclutter your life?
Yeah.
Get rid of some relationships that add no value to your life once you grow older?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Like, some people can just keep up. And I know what I want for myself. And if I'm trying to, growing up, all of us wanted to grow up together.
Yes.
But along the way, if your energy is not matching mine, I would have to shake you off. It's not the most conscious thing to do. Sometimes it's conscious, sometimes it's not conscious. But if you can't keep up, you just fall. I get with the program or just go home.
Is it easier to shake off now than back then?
No time now. Like right now, like I'm about my business, I'm about my money. So if you can't keep up, you go home. I'm very unapologetic about it. Like, it is what it is.
Do you agree with that?
You know what? You're going to find as you're getting older that friendships are going to become extremely important. Who you have in your circle can actually make or break you.
Exactly.
I've seen a lot of people fall by wrong association.
Exactly.
I've seen some people also cry that, this happened with, and I always tell people, don't be worried when a friend falls off, because not everybody is meant to follow you on your journey. And also for that friend as well, you're not meant on their journey too. So it's a two-way street.
Yeah.
So now you're going to be more intentional. You're going to want smaller circles. Gone are the days when you wanted everybody to be your people and all of that. Don't work no more, because more serious stuff will start happening to you that the whole world can't be privy to. And you're going to want to make sure that you are surrounded by people that actually inspire you. I always get worried when I see people who are doing well and then have those two odd friends that are still suffering. Something's wrong. Something's very wrong. It's either you guys are pulling that guy up or whatever, or that friend needs to go find his new friends. So the kind of clique that I have right now, my girls are good. We can talk about investment.
Yeah.
We can talk about family. We can talk about different things. We're in the same wavelength.
Does beauty become subjective as you grow older? Do you look more on the inside than on the outside? Growing up, teenagers are all about the outward appearance. How does this girl look? How does this guy look? As you grow older, does that change?
Well, I feel like it changes a bit. I'm a guy. I'm a man. So I'm first attracted by my eyes, or I see and then I feel like, oh, she's hot, and then I get to know her, and then I find out that she's actually very interesting and beautiful. So yes, so for now, I have to be attracted to you physically, but also your mind is the most important part of your body for me. So
Thank you for being honest, by the way.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I just care about your
Care about the outward look.
but that's it for me.
You know what? I think for a woman, when you get older, and especially if you've done the marriage thing and all of that, or if you've been in long-term relationships, you're going to find that the looks may not be everything. You're going to start paying attention to certain things. Like, one thing I never thought in my life I'd pay attention to is me preferring a kind man. Can you imagine? I'm like, where did that come from? I want a guy to be a kind man, because a kind man is many things.
Yeah.
Comes with a lot of things. And that's what it is now. It's no longer, you know, because for me before it was tall, basketball player looking.
Yes.
He gotta have swag.
Yes.
He cute. He got what he's doing. Check. Now, at my age,
let him just be kind. Just be kind.
Don't be breathing.
Just be kind. Just love me.
a kind man.
Yes.
You can never go wrong
Breathing.
with a kind man.
I totally agree.
Breathing.
On a lighter note, they say the darker the
Berry, the sweeter the juice.
yes.
Sweeter.
Would you say the saying goes the same when it comes to the other room? Would you say the older you get, the more experienced you become in the other room?
The thing is, it depends on how you use your body.
That's my boss.
Oh, really?
Some people can be older than me and they are still younger than me.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Bukky.
No,
Very true.
PG and Corona G. So yeah, you could be what in your 20s and you've used your mileage so bad.
What did you say, mileage? What is mileage? Oh my goodness.
That's mileage.
What does that mean? Oh my God.
These are the issues.
These are the issues.
Should I have my mic or you?
No, it's fine. We're listening.
I hear you.
You just started, so we're listening.
So-
We're following.
That thing about mileage is serious. You know, yes, ladies too, you can't use your mileage. Even they say you don't get meter, at least don't use your mileage.
How does that mean? How does that mean?
I don't want to be explicit. I don't use your mileage before.
But I mean, I think that's, you know, that's a fairly, there's ways to fix that. I mean, look at where we are in today's day and age.
Yes. No.
We can even lie to you that we've never done anything before and you won't know. So what are you talking about?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Like,
What are you saying?
if you have loaded yourself with experience, how would you find new things? Moving on in the way.
You fool!
Deep.
And then as for a guy, you need more of the work. And so when you have to be a bit more adventurous. So if you have done all the adventure before, what are you looking into?
This mileage thing you've just talked about is giving me the worst visuals of all sorts of things. I can't. No.
Okay.
I'm done.
So,
I dropped my mic. Do you understand where I'm
please pick up the mic.
No, men first in 2020.
Okay. So,
Hey, what?
just to be very brief, I think with age comes experience, and so yeah, with age comes experience, and I learned to enjoy more. So in the 20s, it's very, very about you. It's very selfish. So in the other room, with age, you learn to concentrate on the other person more. A little bit. So that's for me. That's what I've learned. So,
more like a charity.
Did you say charity? No, please.
I'm trying to do it.
He said you're giving now. More like a charity organization.
I'm not hanging out with you.
Selflessness.
So, I do think that as you get older, that of course, due to experience, you're a better lover. Of course, you are. And you know, there's a reason why all these little boys running after the grown chick are.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? If you ask, no, this is let me not catch.
No, just put it.
No, chill. No, I think that as a female, the older you are, the more you know what to do.
And what to tell people.
Oh goodness, God.
You know, you've had experience. You're a better lover. There has to be some reason why these young G's nowadays is looking for the grown chicks. You know, there's a grown chick movement going on.
Okay, we see the movement.
I'm teasing. No, but I think, you know,
They teach.
better experience. No, we don't like to teach.
Okay.
We don't like that. It's not a classroom,
It's
and it's not
experiential
why.
teaching. When you do something, they learn that.
But can I tell you, some of y'all older men too, when y'all get to a certain age, y'all be sloppy. Don't do it. And that's why you have it vice versa too. Some people are looking for younger G's because then they're, you know.
Yeah, that makes
So
that makes
be a giver. I think we've passed the age of receiving. Just be a giver, and they give you, everybody's happy. You know what I'm saying? So.
Everybody.
Everybody. And speaking of fear, as I look towards my 30s, there's a certain iota of fear when I think of my 30s. I don't know if it's pressure, I don't know, but it's just there. So is it the same for you when you look at 40s or not?
For me, it used to be. You know, I used to be scared of turning 40. But I look at him.
No, he meant that in a good way.
In a very good
Yeah, I'm
way.
rocking it well.
You are.
So I look at people like Sultan, I look at people like Tupaba
Yeah.
and the likes, and I'm like, no, we're going to be fine. We're going to do this well. So, and even in your 40s, you're young. I've come to understand that age is just a number. It's all here. So whether you're 30, 40, or 50, I don't care. Keep your dreams alive. Keep doing what you need to do. Keep chasing those goals, and that's it. I think you're going to be young forever.
People start singing that song at 30. People start singing that song at 30. Age is nothing but a number. To console themselves. But the truth is,
True though.
no, but have you ever heard someone in
True though.
But you come to realize that age is nothing but a number at that age, really.
The only fear that is there for me is for all of you guys. And how you guys are going to be able to handle me when I'm turning 40.
What's up?
Yeah, because when you turn 40, there's this whole thing of not giving a anymore
Yeah.
and living your best life. And because what? Like, what else is anyone going to say that they haven't said already?
Yeah.
So I think that's when you're going to see me taking my pajamas and my pillow to the club and chilling, and being happy and not care, have my own style, chill, live my life, love my family, the people that are important, and nothing else is going to matter. So I'm excited about 40.
I did not answer your question.
Goodness. Please answer my question.
Yeah, so that I want to use wisdom to answer you.
Okay.
They said the youth is a very priceless gift that is given to kids. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes, I do, sir.
So they don't value it.
Yes.
So it's only when you're mature
I
enough
value it.
that
It's too late.
value your youth. So you can use this one to value it in case you're probably someone like you. So what I'm saying is, when I wanted to turn 40, I was like, okay, what have I done? Because every time I'm always checking, you know, my bucket list, you know, like, okay, what have I? Because I'm passion driven. My life has been passion driven. I don't think of money. I feel like money will always fall into place, you know, but what makes me happy? I want to be happy while making money.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
because I realized that quite early in my life. I'm like, okay, if I'm having fun doing it, I think it comes more naturally. Like, so that has always been the yardstick to use to measure, okay, what am I doing next? What's the next thing to do? So I don't get afraid. I don't feel like it's just a target. No pressure.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, 50 is my next milestone. And the next one.
You know, that party's going.
Age is nothing but a number. I realize that. Trust me. It's how you rock it. Yeah. You can rock 20 and look 70.
That's true. That's true.
Deep words of wisdom. Thank you. You're making me look forward to my 30s already. On a final note, what would you like people to take from this episode?
Live well, I think, for me, would be to live well and to be happy and to be focused. You know, I always find it difficult to understand when people do one extreme to the other. So you're young, you want to be free and wild, but then you're not responsible. I think you can balance both. If I could have balanced both,
Yeah.
you don't even know half. You can balance both, and I think it's a very beautiful balance.
Live, try to enjoy every time, every moment that you're alive, however old you are. Make mistakes as much as you can, and don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's a journey, and it's okay. Like, we try to avoid the very expensive mistakes or costly mistakes, but it's life. So when you fall, try to get up as many times as possible.
Just make sure you don't make the same mistake very many times.
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly.
Don't celebrate mistakes.
Learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
My own is, you won't address time or anything that carries time. Call them bros. Respect time. Respect time. Respect time.
Thank you. I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation. Thank you for watching. Join the conversation in the comment section below. Follow us on our social media platforms. I'll see you in the next episode.
Sorry, your voice, yes. Are we coming for your 30th birthday? You say you don't do
Oh,
it.
sure.
It's true.
Now I feel excited. I'm looking forward to 30, so you're invited.
Yeah.
So we'll collect all the nuggets from us.
No, you're invited. Thank you so much.